Pinterest fails. We've all seen just the perfect looking treats on Pinterest. I just love Pinterest. It's so delicious to look at, and you think that can't be too hard to make, only to be proven horribly wrong. All morning long, our special correspondent Melissa Rycroft has been attempting to make Pinterest perfect Cookie Monster cupcakes. We're gonna see how she did. How's it going, Melissa?
Well, attempted is the right word. You know, I'm a mama too, and I make a killer peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but this cupcake proved a little more difficult than I thought it was going to.
Are we gonna get to see it? Is
I'll show
it
it.
the big reveal? Let's go, Melissa. Fail or perfection? Pinterest style. Well,
it looks. I mean, they look
it's like
more.
the Picasso version.
It looks like a frog. I mean, I'll be honest. That's what it's supposed to look like. I think I've kind of perfected the Pinterest fails as much as I try, and I try a lot. They all seem to bomb like this, but I'll be honest. I kind of think the fun is when you bomb. I mean, the pictures are pretty classic. And just for yucks, you know, I had my hand at another trendy Pinterest recipe to take a look at how it turned out.
Ah, the perfect pages of Pinterest, where those seeking a little inspiration come to play. Endless pages of beautiful crafts, home decor, and even recipes.
Makes me feel like I could be Martha Stewart.
But these do-it-yourself ideas don't always come with a do-it-successfully guarantee.
That is where the Pinterest fail comes in.
Pinterest fails happen to good people, like me.
You try to achieve this, get this.
These are Pinterest fails, disastrous attempts at recreating pin-worthy photos.
I personally have had such bad Pinterest fails, they're epic, and so embarrassing that I have refused to document them.
It's something Sonia Faust, self-proclaimed pin tester, knows all too well.
There's a big community of people who try things on Pinterest and fail and just have a good time laughing about it.
The recipe to a Pinterest fail goes something like this. Start with a heavy dose of inspiration.
Everyone wants a cake in a mason jar.
Add in a big scoop of confidence.
It will just be so delicious and so easy to make.
Swirl in a misstep or two.
Do you know how hard it is to form a turkey out of Rice Krispies?
And you've got yourself a perfect Pinterest fail.
This is my peach monkey cake. I don't know, it doesn't look like a peach cake. There's the biscuit. As you can see, it's really hard.
But even with all of the fails that I've had, I'm going to attempt to conquer the rainbow cake in a jar.
It took pinner Kenzie Sawyer 2 attempts before nailing this recipe.
These were more like rainbow volcanoes in mason jars.
So after some mixing, dyeing, pouring,
I'm still holding out faith that when it cooks, it'll look like this.
and baking, voila.
So this is kind of like a Pinterest mediocre fail, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine. All right, so it didn't go quite as planned. It turned out more like a tie-dye cake with melted icing on it. Definitely a fail, but
that's all right. You are not
A for
alone.
effort.
A for effort,
Right?
my friend. I
Thank
love
you.
that, and that's what it's all about. Look, Amy, you're over there eyeing this cake. Look it over here. So Sonia Faust is also someone who's not afraid to fail. Sonia, you have a blog, and it's called
Pin Tester.
And I love that
Great
because
name.
basically you're willing to fail so that we don't have to. And this is not an easy recipe, this rainbow cake. So
No.
what can you tell us about how to turn this into this?
Well, I think the most common thing that people mess up when they try this recipe is that they fill the jars way too full. So you see it's got
that
all
what
that.
That's what I did,
Yeah.
and it, like a volcano just
Yeah.
erupts out of the jar.
Yeah, so all overflowed and goes everywhere. And the other thing that people tend to miss is that the colors will run together if you use a really thin batter. So like if you use cake mix,
Okay.
like I do, because who doesn't use cake mix,
Right.
then they all just kind of run together. And if you don't get your water in the pan, then the colors turn kind of brown
Yeah,
or yucky.
not a good look.
And yeah, so it doesn't turn out quite right.
Well, I thank you for taking one for the team because I will tell you that when it turns out right, it is oh so right.
I bet even that tastes delicious. It's still cake.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't
You
look
know-
pretty, but
And we do have our own pin tester. You can get our Pinterest tricks online. We thank Sonia so much. We thank Melissa
Thank
for taking
you.
over the team on how to actually frost the Cookie Monster cupcakes. And we want to see your DIY Pinterest fails and your successes.
good.
Go to GoodMorningAmerica.com on
good, right?
Yahoo. Well, we test all of these.